Okay, gentlemen, the third exercise, as we are focusing on past simple and past continuous, which is a shorter action and a longer action in the past, with the linking words when, as, or while. So what we are supposed to do is, while we are combining these tenses, we need to decide for the sentences which requires a long action, which requires a short action. So was it homework already? Yes, it was homework. So I would like to get your answers by unmuting you. So before we start with the second one, Rosh, can you please talk about this first one? The first one is saying,
Person.
my
My
brother,
brother was.
I arrive. Using these prompts, we made a sentence. One side is in past simple, the other side is in past continuous. Why is it so? For example, after when, what did we use? Before
Teacher,
when?
I arrived. Before when or after?
No. After when, what did we use? Before when, what did we use? Which tenses do we use?
Teacher, before when past simple and after past continuous, right?
Are you sure?
Or is it the other way around? No,
So,
it's the other way around.
okay, can you please
My friend was
focus on
eating.
the formula we wrote in our notebooks? On the formula, it was saying to do with when. Right after when, we use past simple, comma, we use past continuous. So after when, there is a sentence, it must be in past simple, comma. After comma, there should be a sentence, but
Past
this time this
continuous.
sentence should be in past continuous. So,
Continuous.
do you think it fits to this rule? As you say, the first one is in past continuous, was eating, and
Yes.
after when,
Past
there is a
continuous.
sentence in past simple. So do they match what we wrote in our notebook? Do they match?
The first one, before when it's past continuous, right?
It is past continuous, but you can even think, you can even start the sentence with when. So it will
Yes.
sound, when I
When
arrived
I arrived,
from,
my brother was eating. When I
comma,
arrived,
my
home,
brother was eating.
eating.
So
Yes.
does it fit to what we wrote in our notebooks? Do they match?
Yes, but not like clearly, not because
Why not
we said
clearly? Why not clearly?
we said
Because Rosh,
we said we will use past simple first.
because Rosh, when was supposed to be at the beginning, but it was moved to the middle.
Yes.
There's no problem. So can I swap the orders of it this way? Yes.
Yes.
Is there any change in meaning? No. There's no
No.
change change in meaning anytime, anyhow. So when I arrived home, my brother was eating, or my brother was eating when I arrived.
When I arrived home.
So how about this second sentence then, Rosh?
Okay. My friend listened to music / I sleep. Okay. My friend was listening to music.
So do
while
you
I
think
was sleeping.
only was listening to music is enough? Do you think that there's just one long action in the sentence?
What do you mean long action?
Long action, remember in the previous sentence we talked about long action. Long action
this
refers to a sentence in past continuous.
Okay, so this my friend was listening to music. It is a long action.
Fine. So what my question was, do we need to focus on just one long action in the sentence by saying my friend was listening to music only? Or do you think there is another long action, or we need to continue with a short action? What do you think? Does it sound like this? I mean, in short, does it sound like this? My friend was listening to music when I slept, or my friend was listening to music while I was
sleeping.
Which one do you prefer?
My friend was listening to music while I was sleeping.
Yes, that's okay. Why? Because here in this situation, there are two long actions. There are sentences with there are two sentences with long actions. Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Okay, so guys, depending on the meaning, the formulas you wrote in your notebook could be different depending on the meaning. Okay, so how about this third one? Sands. You are with us, hopefully. Matt, what would you like to say about this third one? They walk to school, bus drive past. Yes, Mert. Just accept. I'm asking you to unmute yourself.
Yes, teacher.
So, what should I use here? Should I use a long action, a sentence in long action, a sentence in short action?
A sentence.
This one, for example, do you think it requires a long action? This is what I guess, because walking should require some time at least. So let it be in long action. How about the other parts, which is bus drive past? Should it be in long action or in short action? Where is Matt lost? Ahmed, your camera, please. Mert, come on. Okay, let him be. Kosha, how about this sentence? Do you think at both sides we should use a long action or one side long action, one side short action?
One side long action.
How would your sentence sound? Let's see. Ajay is trying to do something great with his pen.
Teacher, should I say the sentences?
Yes, please say the sentence.
Okay. They were walking to school as bus drove past.
Okay, so they were walking to school as the bus drove past. So why is it drove here? Because it is the second form of the irregular verb drive. Okay, it's the second form of the verb drive. What is it? It's drove. So as in one side, there's a short action. In the other side, at the beginning, there's the long action. Thank you. Thank you very much, Kosha. Let's continue with Taha. Taha, how about the last one? Do you think at one side there should be a long action, one side short action, or both sides short actions, or both sides long actions? What do you think? Let's see how you will commentate this sentence.
Teacher.
See, read. Do you think read requires a shorter or a long time?
Teacher, I think short.
Short. Do you finish in
No,
second?
no, long.
Long. How about cooking something, cooking dinner, for example?
Teacher, short.
So seemingly at home, everything is very fast. So cooking something doesn't take time.
It takes time.
So if it takes time, do you think it's a long action then?
Oh, long, yes.
Okay, how can we combine these two then? Using when or while?
Teacher, when and when, while, and as. So while my mom was reading.
Okay.
My dad was cooking dinner.
Okay, so you can even use while in the middle as well, no problem.
Yeah.
Actually,
so first in my mind, I wrote that, then I changed it to the other one. Okay, I wrote my mom was reading while my dad was cooking.
No problem with it, because both sides should be in long action, which is past continuous. This is important that you know. Okay, this is important for you to know. That's okay, good. So
can I?
Sorry, continue, please.
So can I write them while my mom was reading, my dad cooking, dad was cooking dinner?
Yes, because both sides are in how to say past continuous, which are long actions in the past. Okay. So gentlemen, what you need to do is to complete the gaps about a text about Elvis Ingersoll, a 14-year-old boy from California. So please focus on the verbs. Okay, work, start, look, see, run, not know, cross, share. So these are the verbs. And think about these verbs for a while, whether you need to use them with a short action or with a long action. Decide about this, decide about that, and then start to do the exercise. So correct form of the verb is in the instruction. So decide, is it in past continuous? Are they in past continuous or are they in past simple form? Complete the gaps in your book, please. Then we will listen and check. And once you're done, can you please raise your hand in Zoom?